Hi there, my name is Sanne and today I'm going to show you how you can use animated GIFs for your prototype in Proto.io. So this is to show you how you can have these little animations in your mockup of a new app, for example, to make it look much better in a very quick and easy way by using GIF files. So I'll show you how to do that in Proto.io. There's a lot of prototyping tools out there at the moment. The most popular one is probably InVision, which is great if you want to be fast. However, I think Proto.io is great if you want to have a bit more flexibility in terms of different screen states and interactions. Also, if you're not a designer, it really enables you to build the screen from scratch rather than having to build it in Photoshop or Sketch before actually creating the interactions. So yeah, let's get started. I'm already logged into Proto.io, so I'll just start to create a new project. Proto.io comes with a free trial of 14 days, I think, after which you have to start paying about $30 a month. So yeah, here you can choose your project type. There's a lot of different phones to choose from. We'll just go with iPhone 7 and create. So Proto.io has a lot of how to get started tutorials, so I'll not go too much into that, but here you have your screens, which you can link together with an interaction. Here it has a library of a lot of different elements and even icons, so and here there's a lot more to choose from, so that's really great. Here you can import your own files. And here, well, within each screen you can have also different screen states, which I'll get into in a bit. So let's just import our files. So I'm using the micro animations library, which is a library of GIF animations, and it comes in dark, light, and medium theme. In this tutorial, we'll go for the dark theme. And find our animation. In this case, it will be the mobile menu. As you can see, each animation comes with the GIF files. This is the menu closing, menu opening, and also the beginning and end state of the interaction in PNG. So let's open all of them. I will show you the animation that we chose here. So yeah, this is the PNG file, the animation of the menu opening and the menu closing. So this is what we're going to use to create our menu. And since we chose a dark theme, let's first make sure we have a dark background. So here I'm in screen 1, state 1, and I will set the properties to a black background. And we want to start with the menu as it is. So here you can see that this is the right PNG file that we need, and we can just resize it a bit. And every time you select an element, this properties menu pops up and you'll get to choose from a lot of different options. Here you see also the coordinates and the size. So for the next element, we'll make sure to copy those. So yeah, this is our starting point, and now we're going to create a new screen state. It copies the properties of the state before. So now we just need to add the right GIF file. So we want the menu to open. So we'll just drag it here and resize it accordingly. And the animation will just play once in the building mode, otherwise, well, it would be a bit inconvenient. If later we watch the preview mode, we'll see how it actually works. So now what we'll need to do is make sure that if you click this menu icon, the animation will play, so we'll transition from state 1 to state 2. So for that, let's create a hotspot. And we'll do that by dragging a rectangle there, resizing it a bit, and setting the opacity to 0 so it becomes invisible. So here we'll have our hotspot, and we have to add an interaction. So we'll go in the same menu, we'll go to interactions, add interaction, and here you can set the trigger for the interaction to play, which in our case will be tap. So if we click the button, the animation will play, but you have a lot of different options to choose from. And the action will be to change a screen state. So still in screen 1 always, but going to state 2. And we don't need a delay, which you can set here. Save interaction. And then Proto.io asks you if you want to create a transition between state 1 and state 2. This is indeed what we need to do. So yeah, when the prototype goes from state 1 to state 2, we can make sure the elements transition in the way we want. But I will press cancel and I will show you where you can do that by yourself. So here we have our screen states, and here you can go to state transitions and we'll create a new screen state, new state transition. Yeah, from 1 to 2 to create. And here you see the timeline, and if you click all items, you can set the duration and the delay of the items, or you can do them each individually. And if you play, you can see what happens. Now the GIF doesn't play, but don't worry, because it will. So yeah, we created our transition. I forgot one thing, because of course this menu looks a bit empty. So yeah, let's add some text, and so we'll have home, for example, and let's make it look a bit better. There's a lot of different fonts to choose from as well. I'll make sure it's in the center and add a few more. And what's great with Proto.io is that it also comes with all these distribution and alignment tools. So make sure they're in the center. And so now if we go to screen transitions, we'll see all these elements showing as well. So the animation, the GIF animation will play first, so we'll want these text items to show up a little bit later. So we can make sure they are delayed a bit, like 1 second. And yeah, here you'll see that it's delayed a bit, and we'll set the duration to ½ second, and we'll do the same for the others. And the GIF itself can actually show up immediately, so we don't need any transition for that. So I'll set that to 0. So yeah, that's it for now. Let's save it and preview if it works in the way we want. So if you click preview, it opens a new window and you'll get to experience the prototype that you just made. And we'll press the menu here, and you'll see it transitions, and after that the text elements show up. So that was the first part. Now all we need to do is make sure the menu closes again as well. So let's create a third state. And yeah, in this state we're not actually going to need this element, so we'll just delete it. And the same for the text elements. and we just need the closing GIF. So we'll find the menu close GIF and resize it. And so yeah, we need to do two more things. We need to make sure that if we press this button it closes again, so we'll add another hotspot and do the same as we did before. Make sure it's invisible and we add another interaction to state 3. And then the last thing we need to do is create a transition between state 2 and state 3. And Proto.io already reminds us, so we will create. And well, we need to make sure to set the GIFs to 0 because they don't need any transition. And the text, it can fade a bit more gradually, so we can just leave this as it is. And yeah, that's it. So let's see if it works. So we can click to open, and then if we click again, it will close. So this was just a very simple example of how you can use the GIFs in your prototype. Of course, you can do a lot more. Yeah, that's it. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.